Alright guys, welcome back to some more PGA Tour 2K21, and today for the first time in quite a long time I have to say we're going to play my own society event. So you can feel free to join if you're not a member already. There will be events every week starting on a Tuesday. So yeah, feel free to join if you haven't joined it already. So this week's event is the Beach Classic. As I said, this one it's probably only just gone live a few hours ago, so I'll be the first to play, I presume. You can see the course name is blocked out there, but this is a rendition of Pebble Beach. I chose a Pebble Beach golf course because I believe the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is on this week. So this is a 2-round event, but I think I'm just going to play 1 round here in this video, and we'll go on from there. But yeah, feel free to join if you haven't already. And let's get into this round. But yeah, long time since I played my own society event. To be honest, there was a good few weeks that went by that I didn't even set up an event. I forgot all about it completely, so we lost a few members that way. I wouldn't really blame them. But yeah, let's get into this round. Obviously a narrow first hole here at Pebble Beach. Actually you can see it gets a lot thinner as the longer you go, but I'm going to hit driver anyway and try and get one somewhere in the fairway if that's possible.
And tee shot is
not
away.
with a swing like that, you won't find the fairway. Is it going to sneak back into the light rough? No, it's just going to hold on to the heavy. But the only good thing is we haven't got a super long shot in, which is good. And a pretty good lie, you know. I could nearly hit the lob wedge. I think I will. See if we can chase it back to this pin at the back of the green. That was a little bit better, a little bit of a slow, but only a tiny one. Alright, probably needed one more club. I thought that would chase out a little bit more out of the heavy rough, but at least we've given ourselves a chance anyway. Let's see if we can give this first putt a good go. 51% exactly.
Looking very nice.
Oh, it's a hell of a putt to start off. How about that for a start? It wasn't a good drive and it wasn't the best of second shots, but it's a brilliant putt, and we will start off with a birdie. Second hole, par 5 to come. But yeah, this course, it hosts the Pebble Beach Pro-Am every year, and as I'm sure you all know, it hosts the Ryder Cup, the US Open as well. It had been sort of hosting it every 10 years or so, but I think the last time it was played was in 2019, which is a 9-year gap from the last time in 2010. But it's a stunning course, and I think the only real change that they make in the US Open is on this hole. Actually, it's played as a par 5 when it's played on the PGA Tour, but I think they switch it to a par 4 for the US Open itself, so it plays a very long par 4, and I think there are a couple of renditions in the game that actually have this hole set up for the US Open conditions with a par 4 second hole, so I'm not quite sure of any names of other ones. As I said, I only have this one because obviously early on when the game came out I played it and I added it to my favourites. That's the only reason I have it saved, so I'm sure if you looked around you might find another rendition though.
75 yards to go here.
Ooh, wind is quite strong here. Blustery conditions as you'd expect for a links golf course. Let's see if we can get this 8-iron in. I think 8-iron should be good here. I think any more would be a little bit long. Once again, only a tiny fast that time. Will this get the bounce I was expecting? Yeah, it's not bad. I think if we had hit another club we would have been a little bit long, so this gives us a chance of eagle and should at least walk away with a birdie. Oh, just hit it a touch slow. Maybe if I got the perfect it might have dropped, but we'll take a birdie start. But yeah, each event is 2 rounds every week, guys, but as I said, I think I'm just going to play 1 round here. I might do the second round later on in the week. By then a few people will have played it, but we'll wait and see. Once again, a very narrow fairway. Wind is... it's a good direction to be coming. It'll help us back, but I think I'm just going to shape it a little bit as well. Oh, and I've hit a red slow.
Not quite sure where this will end up.
I think at worst this should be only in the light rough, hopefully. Yeah, it's going to pull up in the light rough, so not terrible. It wasn't a good shot, but it's not the worst outcome. Let's see, a little bit in between clubs. Let's see if we can put this one in. That was a better strike at least.
Well, we're green bound here.
Just didn't judge the wind quite correctly enough, but
Unlucky.
it's not a bad shot at all. We'll take that chance for 3 in a row.
This one's about 15 feet.
Very little in this putt, but it's just the break. You can see they're at the ball. I'm just going to play it on the right lip. So I'm expecting this to swing hard to the left at the start, and then it should turn back the other way. There's the turn, and it has come back, thankfully.
That's your birdie.
So it's 3 in a row. Couldn't ask for a better start, really.
And after that hole, you are at 3 under par.
But yeah, Pebble Beach, it's a stunning golf course. I'd say after Augusta National, it's probably my favourite golf course in the world to watch. I love when the US Open is on, and obviously it's not quite the same when they play the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, but it's still great to see the golf course. I always look forward to the events on the telly. It was another red fast. My tempo, despite starting with 3 birdies in a row, my tempo has been a little bit hit and miss, you'd have to say. But to be honest, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I don't think anybody is really playing on master swing difficulty as much anymore. Obviously, all the societies mostly now are on pro. I just personally prefer the challenge of master when I'm playing these rounds, and obviously I've set my own society up on master as well. It's a really good strike, but it might still be too long.
Let's go towards
Whoa,
the rough.
even with all that loft and spin, it was too long. It's a pity because I couldn't hit it much better, but I just didn't feel like hitting a pitch out of it, out of a bunker, out of a fairway bunker. So tough up and down now. Short-sighted ourselves. I think that was always going to go a little bit long. We just had to give ourselves a chance to save in par.
Okay, this will save you
That's all we could do. Can we make another nice putt to keep the run going? Keep a clean card. Oh, I butchered it. I hit it through the break.
This is your bogey putt.
I hit it through the break, guys, so that's a drop shot, unfortunately. We still have yet to make a par. 3 birdies in that bogey.
That's going to bring
Pity.
up to 2
So he executed the second shot really well, to be honest. Considering you make it so much more difficult when you do add all that loft and spin, but
in this hole, we got
in the end it didn't matter.
To
Alright, first of the par 3s. Ooh, I feel like that's going to be too much, but is that enough? I think this could be enough, you know. Oh no. No, 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 no.
A little bit to the right.
Tempo is all over the shop at the moment. We're going from red fast to red slows. That's surely not in play down there, is it?
Yikes.
Oh, it is. Oh my
Here's
god.
our second shot on this 5th hole.
It's actually hard to tell. I thought it was actually steeper, that bank, but maybe it's not as high as it looked from the other angle. But I just have to make sure I get it up. I mean, this would be a hell of an up and down, but to be honest, I'd take bogey from here. I played it pretty well, I think. I played it pretty well. Oh, it just didn't need the spin.
This one's for par.
Imagine if that had a released. What a shot that would have been. It's still, I think, from where I was, pretty good, but it could have been better. It really checked up. I was expecting a firm bounce forward there, the fact that it landed in the rough. But it is a hell of an up and down, to be honest, to save par from down there. I thought that was out of bounds, but as you can see, there were only red and yellow stakes there. They would have to have been white for them to be an out of bounds area. But we'll take it. 2 under par, 2 5 holes at the Beach Classic.
6th hole coming up.
Par 5, personally one of the best par 5s in golf, I think. Downhill tee shot to a very elevated second shot.
Just a pure swing.
Alright, at least it wasn't a red fast that time. It's a long way down there as well because of the wind direction.
Here. Might want to give your club selection a second look.
Ooh. uphill quite a bit, so I don't think we can afford to go back anymore. Let's see if we can start hitting a few perfects up. It's again only a tiny slow there, so it shouldn't affect me too much. That's a pretty good shot. Really good shot. In fact, it's going to work out nicely.
You'll take those all day. If you drop this, it's
whoa, I don't know what happened to my swing line there, and I hit it a little bit firm, but thankfully it goes in. If I'd have missed that one now, it would have been a wee bit embarrassing, I'll be honest, but it is an eagle. The 6th and 8th holes are the two that stand out for me on this course. I mean, or the 6th and 7th, sorry, back to back. We all know what 18 is like. 18 is a unbelievable hole, but this short par 3, it's sometimes the short par 3s that are the toughest ones. Now, I just really don't want to hit a pitch. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, I can't even hit a pitch either, to be honest. Well, I could with that one, but how am I going to stop it is the thing. That's still too long. I'm going to try a bit of a crazy shot here, but it's probably not going to work. It's just I'm so in between clubs with the yardages that I have. I hit it pretty good, but my swing line was bad. No, it's still not enough. I thought by de-lofting that we might have a chance of getting there. But not to be. This is a tough hole there for me with the yardages that I have, as I said. Let's just try and get up and down. It's a pretty good chip. We'll take that.
I'm liking that one. Nice chip.
Yeah, 7 and 8. Or 6 and 7, excuse me. Back-to-back holes at Pebble Beach. It's just a wonderful par 5 followed by a really, really nice par 3 downhill, looking at the water. Anything right, you're in trouble, and anything left, you know, it's not an easy par either.
That wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one.
It's just a 3-wood. Oh, Jesus, my tempo is really all over the place.
Fairway lie.
Really all over the place. But somehow we're 4 on the par through 8 or through 7 holes, so maybe we'll find that at some point before this round ends. Probably not the best idea to be just going straight into a round, particularly on Master early in the morning, but I'm not one to practice or go to the driving range or anything like that. I don't do that in real life, so I'm not going to do it in this game, to be honest. It's a pretty good strike. One of my better ones. Is that going to be enough? I'm very surprised to see that come up short. Well, maybe that wind had a little bit more hurt in it than I thought, because it was nearly 20 foot down, and I thought it was going to be absolutely perfect, but not to be, but at least the strike was good. Alright, we'll take that.
Work left for us on this one. Nicely played.
There's a time not so long ago, if you'd have hit a red fast out of a bunker like that, it would have gone a couple of yards in front of you, but thankfully they fixed all that. You get away with red fast now out of the bunker. And to be honest, on those shots where you haven't hit it 64, 65%, anything like that, it's very hard to get the tempo right, so I don't think you should be punished for shots like that. It's very, very difficult when you're only pulling it back a touch. Alright, that should be fine down the right side of the fairway.
Fairway off the tee here.
It's got a nice little kick forward, so we're gone a long way down.
To be about 155 yards out.
Pretty good. Did I judge the wind right?
This one's looking pretty dialed.
Still a touch long, but it's a good shot, and it sit down quickly with the spin that I had on it. But a tricky putt, plenty of swing in this one.
Down a birdie putt here.
Need to get the pace and the tempo right here.
This putt's tracking.
And we just weren't giving it enough, to be honest. Couldn't hit it much firmer than that, because you can see how far past I've gone. So I have to settle for the par. Excuse me. But yeah, tricky little putt there. Couldn't afford to be overly aggressive with that, or you were looking at a bogey, no doubt. But we go into the back nine.
Okay, we got a bit of a long par 4 here. Let's see how this tee shot shapes up.
Long enough. Par 4, as John McCarthy says, but it is downhill and we've got plenty of wind behind, so this will only be a drive, and I imagine a flick of a wedge, maybe even.
Looks like we're going to the fairway.
Could even be a pitch shot if this keeps going.
All right,
Yeah, it is a pitch shot.
10th.
It's again well in between yardages though. I've had a lot of that this round. Oh, a little bit slow. It's not too bad, actually. I think it was the right choice of shot. I think no matter what I did with the 90-yard shot there, it was going to be long. So
Ooh.
in the end, it's worked out. We've made a little chip in to get the 5
Nice
under.
little chip in there. Don't get too cocky with that, though.
And yeah, I think we're gonna
Look at the
have
views
to
of the
have another
ocean
look at
behind the
that
greens. I mean, I have a few friends in my local golf club here in Ireland that have been to Pebble Beach, not to play it, just to see it. And they just said it's just the views are just unbelievable. It's one
That hole bring things down
It's
to
one
5
of
under.
probably 2 golf courses that I'd really love to go and see. Obviously, the other being Augusta. I think you all know by now how big a fan I am of that and the Masters tournament,
You might need a little
which
more
is not that far away now. We're into February.
hole.
It's actually February 1st today. I forgot about that. I forgot to mention it. It's exactly 1 year since I started this YouTube channel. The first video I ever put up on this channel was on the 1st of February 2021. I remember it wasn't a great time for a lot of us. We were in lockdowns pretty much all over the world. Certainly here in Ireland, we were in a lockdown for well over 4 months, I think it was in the end. And yeah, it wasn't a good time, but obviously a year since I uploaded my first video. So thanks to everybody who supports the videos and has subscribed so far and continues to support me each and every video that I put up. But yeah, I forgot to mention that actually. I meant to mention it at the start of the video, but yeah, it really does mean a lot, all your support. It's greatly appreciated, guys.
Beautiful swing.
That drive should be just fine. If you're only hitting tiny slows or tiny fasts like that, you're not going to be punished too much. It's the other ones that I've had issue with in this round, the bigger ones. You don't get away with them.
Someone's gonna need to sit right
Yeah,
down.
a year since I put up my first video. It's hard to believe,
Well, that'll
really.
play. Little work to do.
Hard to
but nothing
believe.
Too bad.
Good luck here. 9 feet away.
You don't see the time going. You really don't.
This putt's good so far.
Alright, nice birdie there.
Nice putt.
But yeah, I really feel like this year is going to be a big year for my channel. We'll have, I think personally, we're going to have at least one new golf game, potentially even 2. Obviously, only time will tell. We've heard no news about that yet, but yeah, I think this is going to be a big year for the channel. And as I said, a big thank you to everybody who's supported me since the very beginning.
Par 3 in front
It's
of
been
us.
a great first year, and hopefully the next one, the current one, will be just as good, if not better. And I think it will be. We'll have a lot of new games, and thank you for joining me on that journey as it continues. Oh, that's a fast. Had the perfect club there as well.
Get right.
If we could have just executed a perfect.
Well, missed the green there on that one. And we're in the green side rough currently. Let's be careful with that chip.
Oh, I pulled it. Got the perfect, but a horrible pull.
Ooh,
We'll secure a par though.
nice chip. All right, let's head to the next.
And that'll keep you at
Alright, 6 under. It's not bad considering I have to say my tempo has been very poor. You wouldn't think I've played well enough to be 6 under par, but
4 on this one.
sometimes that's the way it goes. Your tempo can be very good and you not score, and it's very similar to real golf. We all get that. You feel like you play well some days and score terribly, and vice versa another day. That's the beauty of the game.
This
That's
one
why
looks
we
like
love
a
it, and that's
play.
why we hate it.
All right, here's our second shot on the 13th.
A little bit of hurt in this wind this time. I've come up short with this kind of wind previously this round, so I'm just going to deal off this a touch and hit it perfect.
This one's looking good.
Yeah, nice shot. One of my better ones this round. We'll take that.
Great work. Nice approach on that
We
one.
will take that.
And this one's for Bird. Looking good.
Nice
And
firm
that
hit.
will drop for
And another
Bird.
birdie. 7 under par.
On the day.
6 birdies and an
7
eagle,
under
and
for
just
the
that
round.
one drop shot there on the par 4. Can we get a double digit under par round?
Wind is blowing right to
Par
left on
5
this
here,
one.
but not this hole, to be honest with you, it's very hard to reach it anyway. I think very few pros reach it in real life because you have to hit sort of a long high ball. The likes of someone like a Rory McIlroy can hit it a mile in the air, but with this wind, we're not going to reach it today. Oh,
Holy,
wow.
you just repped it.
Once again, I got it perfect, but my swing line actually pushed it way out, nearly hit the tree.
All right, here's our second shot.
It's
on the
unusual for me
14th.
to have. I mean, I don't have the straightest swing line in the world, but I don't usually get a line quite like that one. Could be actually the way I'm holding the controller. I'm actually holding it at a bit of an angle. See if we can straighten it up a bit.
That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it.
Not great, but got the perfect at least, and hopefully we can get
Oh,
up and down.
This one's your third.
What do we want to do here? Hit the splash. Pretty good. Might have a chance of going in actually. Just a little bit too much spin on it.
Okay.
And with the
time to finish
wind
this one
knocking
off.
the ball back as well.
Oh,
Just pulls up
yeah.
short, but we'll take the birdie 8 under
Get a
par.
birdie. I like the way
4
this is
birdies
going.
now on our last 5 holes.
After that hole, 8 under par.
And the 18th really, well, depending on the wind that we get, is a chance for eagle as well.
And teeing this one up on the 15th hole. Oh, wonderfully struck.
Once again, just a big pull with the swing line. I think we all get that at times, and it can be a little bit head wrecking. But I feel like you're not gonna fix it in the middle of a round when your swing goes like that, because no matter what you try and do, it just continues to go the funny direction. So I'm not gonna worry about that. That happens. The tempo is the important thing anyway. This should be really good.
Coming in for a landing on the short stuff could be good.
Wind took it a little bit further left than I thought it would, but
Well
it's
done.
bang on distance. It
6
should be
feet
another
to
birdie.
the cup. So far, so good.
Once again, another good firm
What a
hit.
display.
We've made another birdie.
Of the day in there.
9 under par. Set the target anyway for everybody
9
else.
under is current score.
As I said, we'll get to the second round later on in the week, and if you want to see me play that round on the channel, just leave a like, leave a comment down below, and I will be more than happy to bring it to you.
Par 4 on this one.
I think this week I'm going to take a break from early society. I'll still play it obviously because we have the league, but I've been recording that pretty much every week, and I don't want to bore you with sort of repetitive content. I mean, it's my favourite society to play in, I have to say, but I don't want to be overdoing it and just playing that every week, because I think some of you will get bored
Tee
with
shots
that.
looking nice
But
here.
we'll have that back next week, and I will let you know how I shoot in the society event, because I will play it, of course, as I said, because of the league that's ongoing. I made that mistake a few weeks ago not playing, and I think I'm around 5th or 6th position in the Pinnacle League, but I could be a little bit higher if it weren't for missing that event. It's starting to hit a few better shots now. Typical as you come to the end, but
for us now.
is that going to spin? Not quite as much as I thought it would, but it's still a good shot.
Fine after all.
Just left this a
10
tricky
under,
putt.
you could sink this.
But you guys know what I'm like. I tend to hold these ones more than the easier ones. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see if we can do it again.
Looking really good.
Oh, I adjusted at the end and look where it's gone. Wow, I don't think I was going to make it anyway, but
Well, this
if I'd
one,
have left
this
it
one for
out there
par.
where I originally had it, it might have had a chance, but I think it was always going to miss low.
Well, it's heading towards the
Oh,
hole.
and we've 3-putted, wow.
No, that was tough. A little bit,
Wow,
little
wow,
bit too
wow,
narrow
not
there.
good. And that's put a
Okay,
dent
putt,
on our
that's a little
chances of
slowly.
finishing double digits. We need now 2 birdies in a row to finish. Or a par and an eagle. 17 is a tough par 3. If I remember correctly, it comes over a bunker. It's quite a tight green as well, depending on the pin. This pin is a little bit more gettable. It's when it's down here is the problem, because you have to try and fly this bunker and avoid the one at the back. But this is still not easy, but it gives us some chance. And as you can see by the slope, she can bring it back to the flag, but this needs to be hit well. And it wasn't.
Yeah, this is
It's going to be a chip chance,
sure
I
where this will
think.
go.
Or will it sneak on the green and catch the slope? It might. Hasn't quite come all the way around, but you know what? After a pretty poor executed shot, it's given us a chance, which is something. We don't want to be needing an eagle on the last to shoot 10 under. We could do with this putt. No, not nearly high enough, actually. Wow.
And good luck here. 6 feet to go.
All right.
Nicely done.
Gonna need an eagle if we want the double-digit round, but to be honest, my tempo hasn't been good in this round, so
that'll keep you
I think what we've done well to shoot what we have. We hit a couple of good shots here and there, which have helped.
And teeing it up
But
now.
to be honest, Pebble is a very scoreable course, even with wind like this. So it'll be interesting to see what the other society members do in it. At least we finished with a good drive.
Looking good off the tee.
Well past that tree in the fairway.
And setting up around 215 yards out.
Oh, wow. Tough pin here. Usually when the pros play there in the US Open and on the PGA Tour, this is a very popular spot for that pin. Because it's so hard to get it close. Try a shot here. I mean, bunker wouldn't be the worst. I'm going to try and see if I can bounce it in the rough there. It's a Hail Mary shot, 1 in 1,000 really, but you just never know. Oh, it might just be a little bit strong. Got the perfect. Bounced it in the rough, but just not high enough. That's what I was looking for, just to kill all the pace. But you know what? It was a good effort. I gave it a try.
Third shot.
Might even need another club up here. Hit it red fast, but it's going to be a kick-in birdie to finish off. We'll have to settle for a 9 on the par round. But I know I've played this course, I'd say 3 or 4 times probably on my channel over the past year because of different societies and stuff, but it's always a pleasure to play it. It's a wonderful golf course, as I said, one of the best in the world, and certainly one of my favourites. And I hope you enjoyed this round. As I said earlier in the video, if you'd like to see me play round 2 later on in the week when more people have played, just leave a like, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. And as I also said earlier, thank you for all your support over the last year. As I said, hard to believe it's been a year to the day since the first video I put up. So thanks to everybody for your support. And all I can only if I could only ask 2 things of you now, it's that you leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. And if you are new around here, I would really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. That would mean a lot to me. But yeah, we'll be back later on in the week. Take care, guys. Peace out.